You coin a word or two. Let's see what you can do with the second challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Peter J. Lo Magistro?
What?
Is that right?
Yes.
Peter J. Lo Magistro. And Mr. Lo Magistro, where are you from?
I'm from Elmwood, Long Island.
Elmwood, Long Island?
Enwood, Long Island.
Enwood, Long Island. Fine. Well, I think perhaps then you're almost a neighbor to the panel, but meet the panel, if you will. And panel, will you meet Mr. Lo Magistro? No, you don't have to go see them. You know how we keep score, Mr. Lo Magistro? Sit you down right. You want to sit over where I am? No, I don't mean to me. All right, then let's let the folks in the audience and our friends at home know what your line is. Panel, Mr. Lo Magistro is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Eamon Andrews.
Well, do you mind if I call you Peter?
Right.
You look a very happy sort of a character. Do you, by a kind sort of person, do you deal in services at all?
I do.
Well, I'm glad you said, because last week I asked a charming lady the same question, got a 6-page no from John, and haven't been seen since. These services that you perform, to borrow a line from Dorothy or Eileen, would I enjoy them?
Definitely.
And could you do these services for either of the two young ladies in the panel?
I most certainly could.
Now I know why you look so happy to do these services for either the ladies or for myself. Would you have to touch any one of us?
I would not.
That's one down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
You work for a profit-making organization as long as you have all this fun, don't you, Mr.
Correct.
Yes?
That's true.
Do these people come to you for your services?
They do.
They do.
You don't have to solicit them?
Oh, no.
Yes, he does.
They search you out, do they? If they want you, they find you.
Actually, I'm afraid, Arlene, you have made that question so particular by using the phrase search you out that I must, in all fairness to the panel and to our guest, give you a no. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Sir.
All right.
Mr. Lo Magistro, I don't think we've established whether you work indoors or outdoors, have we?
No.
Is your work done more outdoors than indoors?
No.
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Down indoors.
Going to get 1 yes. Do you work in an enclosure?
I do.
Is it on the ground rather than at sea or in the air?
Right.
Do you use your hands at all in your work?
I do.
If you don't touch the people who come to you, do you touch some things?
I do.
Are they something amusing?
Correct.
Do they move about?
Do what move
The things
about?
he touches.
The things he touches?
No.
Are you now meaning move from one place to another?
No, just do they move or vibrate or shake or rattle or roll or...
Well, I would say that if you will accept that almost anybody who makes use of some inanimate object in performing a service may make some part of it move slightly, then things move about. But if you mean it in another context,
I don't
then you would have
try.
to tell us about it.
All right. Are these things solid rather than liquid?
The things that move about?
The things he touches. The things that Peter, if I may call you Peter, touches, are they solid? Ma'am?
They are.
Okay. Are they not electrified?
Do you mean by not electrified, does he get an electric shock if he touches them?
Well, are they
Or does
just
he-
something that you can have around without having it plugged in and it's still working?
Well, Yeah, mm-hmm. That's fine, yeah.
Oh,
Say
it's
no,
electric.
loud and clear.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Andrews.
Well, I don't know where I am. I mean, the things bump around in the night, and you've got Arlie no for not searching him out. So, and yet people come to you. This confuses me, son. You're in an enclosure. Perhaps the enclosure moves around. Perhaps you have some sort of a vehicle or transportation that offers a service to people, and they come to you in the vehicle.
Is that your question, Amy?
The way you're looking at me, I don't think it should be my question.
Well, it is. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
May I rule out that anything of Mr. La Magistro's is animate?
Anything of Mr. I don't know, he may have...
That he deals with?
Well, you mean outside of people?
Yes, I mean, whatever it is, Dorothy substantiated the fact that he deals with something, that he touches something.
That's something which he touches is inanimate.
Is inanimate.
Yes.
Is there something that you touch? Is it something you give to somebody else?
The thing that he touches, is that something he gives to somebody else? No, the thing that he touches is not something he gives to somebody else, right?
That's
6
correct.
down and 4 to go, Mr. Sheriff. I'm going to give you 1 more minute.
Are you
because
being a
don't seem
bit
to get-
tricky, John? Is the thing that Peter touches applied to someone else? Some kind of an instrument or weapon or titillating thing that is applied to somebody else?
Well, I would say this, that there is an element of application here in the performance of the service insofar as it's necessary for Peter to have contact with the inanimate something which moves that he touches.
That helps a lot. Is your work in the field of either athletics or entertainment?
Entertainment.
Thank you.
Peter, what am I going to do?
Do people pay to see you, Peter?
They do.
They do. Does what you do require dexterity, physical dexterity?
It does.
I think since we must accept, Peter, that the question here would require a degree of dexterity above and beyond the norms of normal application, we'll give him a no. 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
Do you work in New York City?
I do.
Here again now, Dorothy, I just don't want you to be misled. Now, what do you mean by New York City?
You include...
You mean the
You want the truth?
Yeah.
I meant Manhattan, but I suppose it includes greater New York, all the boroughs. Is that what you mean, Peter? I'll accept that.
Yes, you got it.
All right. Do you work in any sort of an amusement center or amusement park?
I do.
Well, is it one of those things where there are pinball machines and pokerino and you put dimes in and nickels?
Where
and
I
things?
work.
Yeah.
No.
That's fine. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to see if you can get it.
Well, he sounds to me like a professional pickpocket.
A professional pickpocket?
Yeah.
That's 9 down and 1 to go.
Does he have something to do with, like the tunnels of love and those things at Palisades Park? No. I'm romantic.
You're getting close now, but we've run out of time.
Blows the wind on people.
Actually,
the air.
Mr. La Magistro operates what they call a skirt-blowing machine at the Rockaway Playland Amusement Park, and that's where you can find him if you wish to search him out. There you go. Thank you very much, Peter. We had lots of fun. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first here is a word from our alternate sponsor.